Hey, welcome back to the Friendly Fire Podcast. I'm Derek.
I'm Eric.
How you guys doing?
You guys doing good? We can't hear them. We can't hear the responses, but put it in the comments. How you guys doing? We don't ask you that enough. We don't care about you enough usually, but this week we really care about you, and we just really want to make sure you're doing okay. We want to make sure that you're on the up and up. We want to make sure your life is thriving. So
Put it in the comments.
put it in the comments. Tell us how your life's been, how your day's been, things like that. Things that's been going on in your life. Big or small doesn't matter. Yeah.
Any life events?
Any life events? Any big life events you got going on?
Yeah.
Marriage? Did you get married recently? Tell me about it. Did you marry anybody recently?
I did.
You did.
I did.
Pastor Derek on the scene.
Hi.
Is it pastor? Minister? What do you call yourself? Officiant?
I just call myself Derek.
No. What's your title?
It's minister.
Ordained Minister Derek over here with the titties hat on.
At your service.
At your service. You did your first wedding yesterday.
I did my first wedding yesterday.
What can we talk about that? What can you tell me?
Well,
We haven't had this conversation at all. This is for the first time right here.
Yep.
I don't know anything about what happened yesterday. So tell me about the wedding.
So we showed up at the wedding, or
Yeah.
I showed up at the hall that it was being done at.
Yep.
And it's just a small wedding, which was nice.
That's good for your first one.
Yeah.
To
it
like
wasn't-
not have like 400 people staring at
Yeah,
you and
correct.
like your very first time. I bet that would have been
Right. And
crazy.
I think, if you knew the couple that got married, it was like no surprise.
Sure.
But so the book that I was up at I guess you would call it the altar
Okay.
with, I got it out and I opened it up. And it's a very big book. It's not a small book.
Okay.
But the backside of it said The Cat in the Hat.
It's Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where, everything I had to say was in.
I've seen videos of people doing that.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So I read out of that, but it was nice. I mean, for what it was, and what was put into it, it was pretty good.
Gotcha.
For being a first time.
Did you fumble any words? How'd you do?
Well,
Like if you had to grade yourself,
if I had to
like-
grade myself,
like on a 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how'd you do?
so there was a moment in that when I was reading through what was written on the paper for me,
Okay.
I stopped. And it felt like it took a year for me to get through it.
So you had a script.
Yeah.
Somebody like the people that
Yeah,
got married wrote you a script?
Yeah, they
Okay.
wrote the script. They didn't want nothing crazy. Like the whole thing start to finish was probably around 2 minutes.
Okay. Just a quick
Just quick in
bada
and
bing
out. Yeah.
out of here.
But I wanted to joke around and say
those are
welcome.
my favorite weddings.
I wanted to joke around and say welcome to this Catholic wedding, because Catholic weddings are like 3 hours long.
That would have been funny, yeah.
But no, it was nice, just nice little thing to do. It was it literally didn't last very long. The bride walked in, she walked up, and then the music stopped, and they looked at me and they was like, "What do we do now?"
Who said that?
Chris
said that to you?
Chris said that to me.
He said, "What do we do now?"
He's like, "What?" He's
Wow,
like,
Chris, you really thought that out, man. I'm proud of you.
he's like, "What do we do now?" And I'm like,
You're like, I don't know. It's my first time too, dude. What do we? What if you're both just like, what do we do?
well, the words that he lives by, like his whole motto in life is just wing it.
I do know that about Chris.
And it was perfect. Everything yesterday was to the motto of just winging it. And it worked out.
I think those are my favorite weddings, though.
It worked out.
There's nothing more annoying than a long wedding. Like a super long, drawn-out wedding. I've never been to a Catholic wedding, but I
I've
imagine
been to
they're
a
terrible. I
Catholic
went to a
wedding.
wedding last weekend. It wasn't too long, luckily. The groom watches this. He was very handsome. Very, very handsome man. He did a good job. Yeah, it was a good wedding. Good reception. Food took a long time, but luckily I was closer to the front of the food line than the back, so that worked out for me, so I didn't care that much.
The one thing that when we went to a Catholic wedding once,
Ooh.
and it was, oh gosh, it was
Nothing against Catholics, by the way. I just
nothing against Catholics. It's
it's a
just
lot
your
of
guys'
sitting and
weddings.
standing, and
Yeah, setting and standing. It's like you're doing up downs for the
yeah, I'm good.
church. But anyways, we were there, and what I do remember about it was I felt bad for the people that were standing with the bride and the groom.
Yesterday?
No,
at the
no,
Catholic
no.
wedding.
At the
Okay,
Catholic wedding.
we're at the all right. We're on the
Yeah,
Catholic wedding.
because the Catholic weddings are usually like a 3 hour thing, two and a half, 3 hours. If they do it like,
So they're all they have to stand there.
yeah,
There's no way, dude. It's like if you were Catholic and you asked, like, I want to be in your wedding,
it,
it wouldn't happen.
well, I don't think I'd want to be in my own wedding
Dude,
if I was Catholic.
that'd be terrible.
I couldn't do it.
I've never been to a Catholic church. I've never been to a Catholic church service or anything. I mean, I'm not Catholic, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, and then like anything like even funerals that are really long and drawn out. I went to a funeral one time. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it was close to home, and dude, it just drug out forever. And that like they were playing music and like kind of inappropriate music because it was this person's favorite type of music. And they played like 6 songs, dude. It turned into like a little concert, bro. And it was terrible. And I went with Trey, which was even worse. And he's like behind me and he's like messing with me and stuff. He's like kicking my chair and stuff like that. There was a guy in front of us that was in like just basketball shorts and a t-shirt, but like his t-shirt was too short, so like his butt crack was like right in front of us. It was super hot in there.
Oh, it always is.
Dude, it was a terrible time. And of course, it was a funeral. It's not supposed to be like a good, party or anything, but it was just awkward, man. And Trey made it a lot worse. So Trey, if you're watching this, but I'm excited because Trey's back. By the way, I didn't want to cut you off there from the Catholic wedding.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, no, Trey moved back, and I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah. So sorry about that. So Catholic wedding. You've been to one?
I have been to one.
And it's terrible?
I sat in the pew forever, and I will tell you what, the loudest thing in the room at one point was my stomach going,
"Roar." Oh, I bet, dude.
Yeah, because
there's no way.
Like, they do, like, moments of silence, and then they do these soft prayers and stuff
You'd be
like
hearing
that.
me vape over the side. Dude, there's no way I'm sitting there for 3 hours.
I will tell you that the bride and the groom let me wear a hat.
No, nice.
While
the titties hat, hopefully not?
No, I didn't wear this.
Good.
I actually wore, which still isn't any better.
Yeah?
But I wore that pork hat that you got us.
Oh.
I wore that because
Gotcha.
that was the cleanest hat I had.
That's funny.
So
Did you ever find your golf hat?
I did. It's in my truck.
There you go. Should have wore that. You wore the pork hat. That's funny.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man.
Boilermaker pork was.
One of my least favorite things about and I know it happens a lot, and sometimes it's unavoidable or whatever. But there's nothing I hate more when I'm at a wedding, and there's like some screaming kids, or I've just been to a couple weddings where like there's like a little baby or something like that, or something like that, and it's like I feel like if I had a baby at a wedding, like during the actual service, I would take them out if they were like screaming and crying. Don't like it.
I've been to a wedding where there was no kids allowed.
I think that might be mine if I have one.
See, I could never do that because marriage, I think, should involve. It's a family event. I think that's a family event. I think it should involve.
I'll give you that, but I think at least like if you have a small child, like a baby or something like that, you can at least sit in the back or something like that, and like maybe I don't know, or like I don't know. I'm a don't bring him to the wedding, but you can bring him to the reception type of guy because it's already loud in the reception. The music going, people are dancing, having a good time. Bring your babies. I don't care, but like. I feel like I wouldn't be able to concentrate on my bride if I was the groom or whatever else, things I'm supposed to be concentrating on if there's just like a screaming kid, in my ear. I don't think I would like that. And that's just personal preference, but yeah, don't bring your newborn babies to my wedding.
Right.
If I ever have a wedding, don't.
The thing is if you have someone invited on the list that has a newborn,
I was going to put on the invite, don't bring your babies.
Don't put that.
You can't put that?
No, don't put that. Just, put a reminder so you don't single anybody out that says, if your kid starts acting up, please remove them from.
Toss them out the back.
Please remove them, or walk out until they calm
But
down.
it sucks because then they're gonna miss the wedding too.
Well, they'd miss the wedding if you said no babies, because half your people
That's
aren't
fair.
going to show
Okay,
up.
you're right. You're right. I'll give you that. So like it just puts me in a weird predicament because like I would be super bummed if like especially if I had like a really nice expensive wedding, a big thing or whatever, and then there's like a screaming kid while I'm trying to say my vows or something like that. Like what? Like I don't think that's wrong of me to not want that.
What I'm getting from this is
If you have a baby, don't come. We're not friends if you have babies.
what I'm getting from this is if Mitchoff is having a wedding coming up soon, and you don't get an invite, that's him not singling anybody out because you have a baby and he doesn't want that baby there.
Listen, like if you have a baby and you come to my wedding, just sit in the back. Just please sit in the back. That way, even if you stand there with it, like it's not like right in front of me crying. You know what I mean? Like that's at least
Well,
like I feel
mean,
like I would even do that if I had a baby.
It also comes
That'd
down
be courteous.
to yeah. I mean, it also comes down to, are the people courteous enough to know that it means a lot to you to have a wedding, and then
Yeah.
to remove.
Well, or not like bring a pacifier or something. Bring a bottle. I don't care.
Well,
whatever.
sometimes that doesn't even work.
Well, try your best.
Sometimes it just doesn't work. Like we were in that position when we had our daughter.
That's okay. That's fair.
But we took her like.
And I don't have children of my own. Like that. Like I've never had a baby, so it's hard for me to, like for me in my mind. And I know this is wrong, and I'll probably get ate up on the internet. Speaking of, we're getting ate up on the internet currently. I will talk about that soon. But
it's about the PlayStation and Xbox thing.
Anyway, yes, it is.
Go ahead.
But like in my mind, I feel just like if you have a baby and they're crying in a public place or whatever, like restaurants don't really bother me too much. Whatever, I don't care. But like in an important setting where like people need to pay attention or what, like a wedding, well, keep using that for an example. Take your baby away.
Well,
or quiet it down. I don't figure it out.
My fiance and I did.
What?
So if we went to a wedding that was her family getting married, someone in her family getting married, and our daughter would start acting up or something like that, I would grab her just so she didn't miss the wedding.
Sure.
I would grab her,
and I would do the same because I don't want to probably be at the wedding in the first place.
Courteous. It is
courteous. It is courteous. And I'm not busting on people for having kids. I know I sound like I am. I don't like. I think you should have babies and you should have families and things like that. I think you should just be courteous when you have like.
Just say it, man.
What?
Just say
I hate kids. No. I hate babies. No. I don't. I do.
He's all like, F those kids.
Yeah, no. I'm not. That's not true at all. Somebody's gonna see that and just freak out, dude. But yeah, don't bring your cry. Anyway, can we change the subject?
Absolutely.
Quit bringing babies to weddings, unless you want to. I don't have an opinion anymore. I'm done talking.
If I have a wedding,
yeah,
you could bring your babies to my wedding.
You can bring your babies to his wedding
because
he's a big baby himself.
I am. That's fine. I'll take that. So, how are we getting eaten up on the internet? Let's talk about it.
Well, the nerds have come out in drones.
And I love it.
And I'm a huge nerd myself. I'm not making fun of nerds. I'm a big nerd. I love video games and things like that. But everybody's, mad because PS versus Xbox versus PC. And then now everybody's got an opinion. And everybody's the Xbox is the master console race and PS is the master console race and
hold on a
the
second.
master.
The thing that I understand why some of the people has gotten in the comments and how they've commented is based off of some of the reels. Like it doesn't say like
doesn't give enough context.
It doesn't give enough context as what you're watching, but that's the point. Like we put so much into a reel to have you come and watch.
So we want you to watch the episode.
We just want you to watch the episode, and then you could form an opinion on.
And the opinion you should have is that PlayStation is the better of the two consoles.
But it's not, though.
You said it was last week.
I know I said that last week.
Oh, now we're liars.
But I was talking that PlayStation is better when it comes to certain games. And I use the Spider-Man games, like the Marvel games, you can only play most of them on PlayStation. One of my favorite games growing up was was shoot. I just had it now. I just forgot it.
The
But
cheeseburger game on Miniclip.
no, it was not that game. But but no.
It definitely was. The amount of time we spent on that. There was this game on miniclip.com when we were kids, and we were young boys. And
Cheeseburger.
dude, I don't even know if I want to talk about this really, but there was like this like hentai, like Chinese, I don't know, some basically we got to see naked cartoons when we were little kids, and we loved it, and it was just stupid. And like if you clicked on the lady, if you clicked on her if you clicked on her body, it just for some reason, what did it say?
Cheeseburger.
It just said cheeseburger, and I have no idea
And
why.
we laugh about
and I'll
it every
never
time.
forget that in my life. Yeah. So Derek's mom, you left us alone a lot. What were we supposed to do? Sorry, she's gonna bust you on that later.
She might.
She might,
Anyways.
but we were good kids, kind of. I was.
Anyways.
Anyways,
So
yikes.
going back to the PlayStation,
Yeah.
it was a game you play as this person, and Alex, the one that came over here, he's the one that showed me this. So Alex, if you see this, please put it in the comments what the name of the game was. I cannot.
Oh, somebody will. Go ahead.
I know, but you play as a person, and then you can change into this like alien, and then you can scale walls and all sorts of stuff, and that's only a PlayStation exclusive.
Like the oddball games?
It wasn't an oddball. It wasn't oddball. Like you roamed a city like a villain, just destroying stuff, and you're like this.
I guess I don't remember what you're talking about.
Well, it's an older game, but it's a PlayStation exclusive, and I cannot for life of me think of what it is. And if I do at some point during this episode, I will come back to this and I will say the name of it. But as of right now, I do not remember. But PlayStation, when I was talking about it, PlayStation has some of the best exclusive titles for their console. But the reason why most of the people are angry with PlayStation is because PlayStation's trying to go all digital.
And to own the copyright to the game.
Yeah,
That doesn't affect me, though. I don't care.
I know, but that's one thing that people are upset about.
It's a silly thing to be upset about, though.
It's not. I
Okay,
mean,
then tell me why.
Be-
Let's argue about it.
okay, I like the fact that you can have the physical copy on, a shelf somewhere. You can grab it, and it's yours. What happens if PlayStation, for some reason, does some kind of an update and they take away that physical or that digital copy that you'd already bought? And there's no access to you to have it anymore because
That's a risk, of course. Sure, I'll give you that. But do you think that Xbox is going to stay on discs forever? Discs are becoming so obsolete. When's the last time you used a DVD player? Like legitimately used a DVD player with DVDs?
I haven't. No, I'm not saying that I disagree with the digital formatting.
Okay.
Because most of my games are all
You're
digital.
worried about
but I
PlayStation
understand.
having the ability to just be like, nope.
It's not me though. So the whole digital thing, that doesn't really bother me very much.
Okay.
Because I understand the argument that's coming from the other side, and that's
Okay. I don't not understand it. I just think it's silly.
And I think that's why we're getting so much hate in the comments
That's
about
fine.
the PlayStation versus the Xbox thing.
Sure.
I like my Xbox.
Okay.
Xbox One X still has capabilities of putting the disc in. And I know the PlayStation 5 or whatever it is that's out has the same capabilities, but the new gen consoles that they're talking about coming out with are just going to be a
All
digital. Yeah,
which I'm
there's not
completely
going to
fine
be,
with because I love progression and I'm cool with that. Like,
and I think you're going to get more hate over this.
Yes, because they own the license and like we're just buying pretty much a permit to use the license of the game. I understand it. It doesn't affect me because like, I mean, the only thing, the worst thing about anything to do with gaming is I can't talk how I want on Call of Duty anymore without being chat banned every 13 seconds.
But so, and the one argument that I could give to people that are mad about the whole digital thing is if you own a vehicle that you have ever wanted to mod, and this goes for most of the diesel community, diesel trucks, or anything like that, if you get something, which back in the day we used EFI Live a lot, you have someone, you got to pay for a licensing. Someone brings a laptop and they tune your truck and put you, I mean, you can get the little switch to turn to add horsepower or take horsepower away. It's just tunes.
Sure.
You don't have anything physical from that
Right.
because you paid for a license.
Yeah.
So if you want to do anything different with it, you have to go back and redo your license
Yes.
and change your tunes. That's no different than what PlayStation and Xbox, and I know Xbox is going to do this at some point down the line
I'm sure.
because it's going to be the way of life. Things change, and this is what's going to happen. But I'm not saying that I don't understand your guys' worry about it, because if that's your only hobby and you like to have the collectibles and the physical disc,
Sure.
I understand that.
And that's fair. I'll agree with that. But I think that can be applied to a lot of aspects, like, okay, our phone service, for example. Okay, we bought these phones.
Yeah.
We pay for service. At any point, Verizon or whoever you use could say, "You're good. You're done." You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could just
It's
say we're
just
closing.
like it's the same for a lot of things. Our internet that we use at our house. I have Starlink. Elon Musk could wake up tomorrow and say, "I'm good on Starlink. Like, we're good. Shut
Close
it
it
off.
down."
Shut it down." Like, and I know I'm apples to oranges and things like that, and I'm gonna get eaten up for that too, I'm sure. But the point is, like, what do we really own? I mean, look at our vehicles, for example. Like,
That's a really good point.
Why can't I just go buy a vehicle and drive it? No. Why do I have to pay taxes on a vehicle for 40 times? I have to, the gas, of course, we need, or whatever your vehicle uses, or electricity, in these newer vehicles, the electronic vehicles, whatever. But why do I have to, like, why if a sticker says the wrong number on my car, am I not allowed to drive? Things like that. I think it's all BS. I think taxes, and I think the costs of the registration and title and all that, and everything you have to do every year to renew a little plastic or a little whatever sticker to drive your vehicle that you bought is wild.
Well, let's stay on that vehicle thing.
Sure.
Because I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, and I know that if I am, someone's going to say something in the comments about it, but BMW.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's BMW that does it. They make you pay a subscription service for your heated seats.
Probably. Of course they probably do. Tesla doing you probably have to have some type of subscription for chargers and things like that. Like, I bet there's like I don't know, but I'm going to assume that, like, there's an app, like a Tesla app, and you have to have like a subscription to use like the fast chargers at the Loves and the truck stops and things like that. You probably have to, I mean, you have to pay for everything these days. It's crazy.
I mean, nothing's free, but
right, nothing is free, of course.
Ford is rolling out this in their 2027 lineups, is if you look tired, your vehicle won't even start.
Yeah. Well, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I'm always tired. I'm ready for a nap now, and I just woke up a little bit ago. Jeez,
Yeah.
Pete. It's a crazy world we live in, where we have to pay for everything 20 times. We have to pay taxes on everything 20 times. Look how much our money's taxed after we get paid. I mean,
Right.
Paycheck's taxed. Every time we buy something, it's taxed.
What are we
what's
at, 30%?
What's a dollar worth? Nothing. I mean, it's just, I don't want to get too big on that soapbox, but the government needs to do better. Whoever is in charge of all that needs to do better. We need to figure some things out.
I think it comes back to the people.
Sure. Then we need to do better. I don't know. Whoever needs to do better needs to do better. It sucks. But, like, I don't know. I think we live in a really rough time. And a lot, like, I see all day people online asking for help and things like that. And it sucks. Because it's just like, and it sucks because, like, we're all going through it. I mean, some are worse off than others for sure. But, like, I saw somebody post on one of our local pages the other day, like, hey, my son is starting his senior year in high school. There are things sorry, my dog's snoring. There are things he needs. He needed, like, some boots for, like, a lab or something like that he was in, and things like that, and other school supplies. And the I think it was a single dad, we'll say, was really down on his luck. But my thing is, like, it's so hard to trust that's real, that somebody really needs help. So that it kind of ruins it for the people who do need help. Because so I commented on there and I said, hey, I'm not interested in sending you money, but if you show me like what he needs or whatever, like, and you know, I could pick up a couple things and I'll have them shipped to your address. Because I feel like if it's a scam, they're not going to go that far to send me like a physical address to send things to. And then I never got a message, so that makes me believe it might have been a scam. But I just told them like, hey, I'll buy them and like have them shipped to your address because I'm not sending money because like then I get burnt and then I'm closer to the position that you're in, like, you know, and that sucks. It sucks that you can't trust people who are asking for help and things like that. It just you see too many stories about the homeless standing on the corners that, you know, and then they go get in their Bentleys and drive away, and it's like, and I've seen that happen. I've actually witnessed that. I've witnessed it in Bryan. It's crazy.
Yeah, that person that always stands at McDonald's.
Yep.
So going back to that, the person that was standing at McDonald's, they were asking for gas to get home. It's usually always gas to get home or a little extra money.
Yeah.
Well, I went in because literally McDonald's right out front had a sign, like on their sign out
Hiring.
front, it said hiring.
Dude, all of them. Yeah, all of them right there in that strip do.
When I brought them an application,
Oh yeah, I bet they got offended.
oh, they called me a piece of shit.
Or if you ask them, or if you're like, here, let me. Do you have a gas can? I'll go put gas in it.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
No.
They want money.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm not trying to single out all homeless people or people who need, because there are actually legit people who need help out there.
That happened to me.
Dude, it's crazy.
That happened to me in I want to say up by Monroe, Michigan. I was at a truck stop.
Yeah.
It's getting fuel.
Yeah.
And this person walked up to me and said that they needed like 25 or 30 bucks to get, you know, to the next city north because they were wanting to see their family. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, bring your car over.
Yeah, bring
here,
your car or I'll fill it up.
I'll fill it up for
Absolutely.
you. I'll fill it completely.
They never want that.
They didn't want
Yep.
that.
They're like,
at
oh,
all.
well, then they can start running out through giving you the rigmarole about all these excuses like, oh, well, my car's actually over here. You know, I got to go. It'll take me a while. So if you could just give me the cash, that'll be much better. And it's like, no, dude. I'm like, yeah. And I'm the first to help somebody out if they need it. You know, if I know you would probably never have to do this, but if you called me and said, hey, you know, I need groceries, you know, we're not eating, I'd meet you at the store right now. I don't care. But, or like you, I would give money to because it's you. But I just, it sucks that you can't trust somebody.
If I tell you I need money for a certain thing, if I ever had to,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be lying to you.
I know you want it. I'd give it to you. If I had it, I'd give it to you right away. And there are a few people in my life that I would.
And you for me also.
Absolutely.
You know, if you ever said,
Yeah.
hey man, I'm short.
If you come to me asking for money, I know it's serious.
Yeah.
Because I don't like asking, and I know you don't like asking.
Right.
And I'm not saying I've never had to do it in my life, but I mean, I'm blessed enough to go to work every day and have a life that, you know, that I don't have to do that anymore or whatever. And yeah, dude, man, it sucks that you can't trust people who really need help. So you have to be really selective on who you help out. And it's a crappy world to live in.
Right.
Because like, I enjoy helping people. I would, if you came to me and said, hey, I'm about to lose my house if I don't come up with $200. And if I had $200 on my bank, I'd give you my last $200 to save your, you know, whatever. I want to do that for anybody, but it's crazy the world we live in right now. And then we have a government who doesn't care for the most part. I mean,
well, we have a government that's out. We have a government that's out for their elite friends.
Yeah, their own interests
Right.
and lining their bank accounts, and it's sad. It's really sad to see America in the shape that it's in. And I'm not talking about left versus right and the arguing and the racism and politics and things like that. I'm just talking about like the legit shape that America's in, and the economy and the way people have to, you know, choose which bill to pay when they're working full time and they can't even afford to live. And it's really sad to see.
I got a question.
Yeah.
And this question isn't for you. It's,
Okay.
It's for our older audience.
Okay.
If you was a younger adult back in the 80s and 90s, was the economy anything like it is now back then? Like, I feel like it was an easier way of life back then.
I think so.
I feel, well, and I don't know.
I think
because
so, though.
we were kids we were kids back then.
Yeah.
So I
But
mean,
everything was
and
a lot cheaper then,
I,
but pay
I
was also lower.
right, but at the same time, was you guys living paycheck to paycheck? Was you, looking at your bank account or your bank statements or whatever if you were keeping up on a checkbook? Because I know a checkbook was pretty big back then.
Yeah.
And was you keeping up on what you were writing down on your checkbook, saying,
I think a lot of people, I think people had to. I think people still struggled back then for sure.
yeah, I'm sure, but I don't think it was as much as it is now.
But the problem is, you get the really older generation, and I've talked to them a lot, and they have sympathy for the way the world is today because they'll tell you straight up, like, yeah, it wasn't like back then when you could buy a house for $20,000 and it's worth $500,000 today,
Right.
or whatever. I mean, those numbers are probably exaggerated, low or high, it doesn't matter, but essentially that's the gist of it. When you could fill up a grocery cart for $30,
Yeah. Old Eugene could go out
and now you get 4 bags of groceries for $200.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Oh,
It's literally, that's how it is.
Old Eugene could go out and get 4 apples, a horse, and 2 nickels for a whole fucking 100 acres.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and now,
But then you get the older generation that are just like, why don't you just buy a house? And it's like, oh yeah, why don't
Yeah,
I just go out and buy a house? And
why don't I just buy a house?
It's like-
one that used to cost 80,000 is now 315,000.
probably more.
And your monthly payment on that is somewhere between $12 and $2,000 a month.
I was talking to a farmer, and he was telling me about the house he lives in now. He bought, and I want to say it was right around $50,000. He bought it for, and it's a nice house, very nice house. He said he's got like 60 grand extra into it. He's got like 110 grand into it, and it's worth $500,000.
I have
And that's crazy.
my house. I have like $80,000 in equity in my house. But if I use it, I have to pay for that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And then with interest, that's another 40 grand probably.
no.
You have a good interest rate. You got locked in at a really good interest rate. You're cool there.
I'm really good with that.
It's just crazy to me though,
But I also did a lot of research and looked at,
how to do things properly.
well, I got me a fixed rate,
Sure.
so it's locked at the same percentage. And if I go to and I feel like if I go to refinance the house,
Yeah.
I won't have that.
Let's say, does
same-
that change?
Yeah, I think
Will that
so,
change?
yeah.
I don't know how that works.
It'll change based on whatever it is, what the national average is now. And my interest rate on my house is at 4.3%.
That's good.
Yeah, because the national average I think is 6.
Probably higher. Probably 7 or 8.
That's if you got good credit.
That's if you have good credit, which who does I mean, some people do, of course. Mine's a lot better than it was. Mine was terrible in my 20s. I did not have a care in the world when it came to bills and things like that, and finally got that under control. But real quick, younger generation, if you're watching this, if you can take away one thing, always pay your bills on time. I spent my whole 20s because nobody taught me about this stuff. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about credit scores or anything like that. And I just had a good time in my 20s, and anything I earned, I spent, and I had fun with, and didn't pay my, all the bills. Like if I thought it was a stupid bill, I just wouldn't pay it. I didn't know. I didn't think it would come back to bite me. And then it took me quite a long time to rebuild my credit to where I needed, to where now I could finally, use my credit for, whatever I need to if I needed to now. But young kids, pay your bills. Check your credit score and things like that, and do the research or whatever. Talk to somebody about it. Get a financial advisor, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the best thing for most youngins to do is go to their local bank and get one of them prepaid credit cards. That'll help build your credit. $50.
Yeah.
Pay it off. So if you
Keep
get
30% on it.
Yeah, well, keep 30%. That'll help build your credit, but at the same time, if you get it like a $100 limit, use it for gas, and
pay
then
it off.
and then pay on it twice a month.
Don't pay it late though.
Yeah, don't pay it late.
Holy cow! You pay it 20 seconds late, and your credit score dings.
And before you get a credit card, look at your APR, because that
Nobody cares about that, dude.
I know.
Well, because the problem is, it's like a cycle. We live in such a crazy time where the economy's so bad, and it's like those predatory loans, dude. know people who have taken those, and it's like a crazy endless cycle where, like, okay, oh yeah, and it sounds good, like, oh, you can borrow $1,500 and you only have to pay back 1525 or whatever, Okay, but now I'm broke next week because I had to pay back that 1525, and now I have to borrow again, and then again and again, and then you're just in an endless cycle of borrowing and repaying, and then that extra $25 that they're charging you to borrow that money adds up if you have to do it every week for the next 2 years until you can finally get it, like until you finally get a tax return and you can pay it off and stop. Dude, I can't believe it's legal. And you're talking, some of these loans, I mean, you're talking you could get up to like 30% or even higher, and it's like, dude, like these crazy predatory lending, and people have to take it because they don't have a choice, because it's like they're about to lose their house or their vehicle, or they can't feed their children, and it's like, what a crazy time we live in. And the government every now and then will be like, here, we'll throw you a couple grand, which those people go spend on new phones and what,
Well,
things like
most
that
of the
anyway,
time,
because they're like, it's extra free money. No, it's not.
most of the time when the government gives out those stimmies, it's just to boost the economy because they know people's going to go and buy new phones.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
because they're all just going to spend it anyway right away.
Right.
Nobody's like, very rarely are you going to get somebody who's just going to be like,
save it.
oh, I should keep this and save it and things during COVID when we were getting those, dude, it was crazy. I was unemployed and making more because we got those like weekly checks or whatever it was. I was making more than my buddy who was working like 60, 70 hours a week.
Yeah,
and I took advantage.
You were
and I
making
shouldn't
more
have.
than I was,
Yeah, I was killing it.
which was wild.
Crazy.
Because I was driving truck during COVID, and I will tell you what. One thing with COVID, driving truck, there was nobody on the highways, and it was so nice.
Driving now sucks.
Yeah, because everyone's just flooded the roads. But
I hate truck driving.
I know you do, and
Hate it,
it's
dude.
wild.
I don't like truck drivers either. I can't stand them for the most part. There are a couple cool ones, but truck drivers are just terrible. Like I'm so glad I don't have to go to fuel islands anymore, like fuel stops to get fuel, because there's nothing worse than just standing there. I'm trying to get fuel. I'm trying to get out of there, and then somebody comes up with their trucker stories and just starts talking to me, and it's like, dude. And I was never like rude or whatever, even though I wanted to be, but they were just, and they're just like talking to me about crap, like it's either politics or NASCAR or whatever it is, and it's like,
It's not NASCAR.
dude, it's something crazy. I don't know. This one guy came up. I'll never forget this guy. I was at a Love's one time, and this truck driver came up to me, and he just weighed. He just weighed at the cat scale, and he was like 600 or 700 pounds over the weight limit.
I think I remember
right.
this.
And he was a big guy, and I'm a big guy, but I can say this guy was a big guy. He was larger than me, and I was so uninterested in talking to him. And I feel bad about this now, kind of, not really at all. But he's like, "Hey, what do I need to do to get these numbers correct?" And I said, "This is a big dude," and I said,
Don't drive the truck.
"No." I said, hey man, you're good. If you get pulled into the weigh station and they'll see how big you are, they'll give you a buffer. Like they'll give you a leniency because you're a big guy, and they'll understand that that's why you're overweight on your drives.
But
or your
that's not
steers.
completely wrong either. Because
Do they do that?
Yeah,
though? Do you have a buffer?
DOT, if they see how big the driver is, most of the time they'll give you a 500-pound allowance.
Oh,
500 pounds.
I didn't even know. I thought that was untrue.
I said most times. It depends on the officer that pulls you out of the truck.
I just told him, I'm just like, you're good, dude. And he's like, are you sure I'm good? I'm just like, yeah, dude. You can go look it up. And then I walked away. Because, like, I just don't, like, I don't want to talk to him. I sound like it's such a joy to be around, I think. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not a people person for the most part. Unless I'm in a setting where I know I have to talk to people. But, like, when I'm working, I'm on a mission to get back home. Like, I don't want to talk. Huh?
Everybody is.
Right. But like, I'm one track mind. I want to get my job done and go home. Now, if I'm on a farm, getting whatever commodity I'm getting, I'll talk with the farmers. That's fine because I'm like, they're doing my job and I have to be there anyway. But like when I'm getting fuel, if I have to get fuel at a fuel stop, I'm getting fuel so I can get right back out of there and go finish my job so I can go home. I'm not there to talk and like have a good time with the drivers and things like that. I just can't. Truck drivers are the worst, dude. They just know everything.
You just got to out the truck driver.
I don't want to, because then that means I have to talk to him even more. And then they try to out truck driver me, and I don't want to out truck driver anybody, and then I don't want
You
to keep trying
have
to
to out truck driver the truck driver.
I don't want to do that though.
You have to.
Don't need to.
That's how you get the conversation to stop.
No, I just don't talk to him. Or I'm just like really short and I'm like, oh, gotta head out.
Yeah, but you not wanting to do it, and they see that, they're coming at you even harder with even bullshit stories, even more bullshit stories to tell you.
The most BS stories I've ever heard in my life
Come from truck drivers, and I will give you that.
dude. And it's like they've seen everything. They've been to all 100 states 100 times, and it's like, dude, I don't care.
But at the same time, they're not lying. They've seen a lot. Like, how much have you seen while you've been on the road?
But I don't care though. Go tell somebody else. I don't care.
But when you sit there and you give them the attention, they're gonna truck driver the shit out of you.
I don't though. I try not to give them the attention. Like I'm like
you can't look at them.
Like if somebody's walking by me, I'll turn the other way.
They're like beggars on the corner. If you just
you can't make eye contact.
If you don't make eye contact with a truck driver, he's not gonna come out. He's not gonna come to you and try to out truck driver you.
You can't. I mean, and then two of the worst kinds are livestock.
Why would you say that?
Livestock and steel haulers.
Stop.
Both terrible.
Why would you say that?
Because they're just cowboy truckers, man. They just know everything. They've done everything. They're the best at everything. They drive harder and longer and faster, and they don't ever sleep. And
I mean, none of that's wrong.
Oh, okay, Mister. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot you were an expert livestock hauler for 3 months. Good job, dude.
Am I going to have to out truck driver you right now?
You'll never out truck driver me. I've been driving truck longer than you.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
I have.
You've been driving box truck longer than I have.
I'm sorry, is that not a truck?
That's a box truck.
I'm sorry, is that not a truck?
You don't need a CDL. It's no different than driving a car.
You don't need a CDL to drive a box truck with the air brakes?
Hold on. No.
You don't need a CDL to drive air brakes? You don't need a CDL? They're
yes,
a truck
you
driver?
do. So you
you just said no though.
Hold on.
Let's hold on, buddy, because you're wrong. Let's think through it.
You were driving a box truck with air brakes?
That wasn't the question. You don't need a CDL to drive a box truck with air brakes?
You do.
Right.
But you didn't have one.
No, I didn't.
So you were doing it all illegal.
No, we didn't have air brakes.
Okay, so what's the point of this question?
You were wrong, so I just wanted to point that out because you're trying to out truck driver me.
But you weren't driving.
No, I'm out truck driving you.
At the time, you were not driving a box truck with air brakes.
Okay, I was still driving a truck. I was still trucking longer than you. That's trucking.
Nope.
That's trucking.
You were going one town over.
Incorrect.
You were driving 15 minutes a day.
That's not true at all. I drove all over. I picked you up one day and drove way further than one town away. What are you talking about?
Do you remember I said that he's got to out truck driver someone to get the conversation to stop? And now, look at him. He's ready for the out truck driver.
You're getting me a little warm right now, dude, and I don't like it. Listen.
I love it.
Truck drivers of the world, listen up, man. Here's a little PSA. Nobody cares.
I do.
He does.
But your inbox is going to be the one full.
I don't care. Nobody cares about everything you've seen.
Listen.
Call your wife and tell her.
No.
You probably don't have one.
Stop for a second.
Okay.
If you're seeing this and you're a truck driver, get into his inbox and truck driver the shit out of him.
I'll ignore it.
No, he won't. He will talk back to you.
We have the same inbox. You control the same page I do.
But they talk to you.
I'll just ignore it. You can't respond.
I'll respond. I don't care.
Dude, truck drivers.
I like to hear the stories.
I don't need any super truckers in my. They're all the same stories. I've driven 1,500 miles with.
Okay, Uncle Rob. That's not even possible.
I know. That's why I can't stand his videos.
I can't either.
Uncle Rob, you're stupid. If you're a truck driver like Uncle Rob, you're stupid.
I don't mind Uncle Rob as a person.
I think some of his videos are funny.
Some of them
but
are funny.
You never drove 1,500 miles in a night.
It was 1,800 miles.
Hey, whatever it was, yeah. No, but you didn't do it.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
And yeah,
I've driven 900 miles in one setting, but it was.
I don't think I've driven that many in one setting. But you probably have livestock But yeah, that's probably when you went Iowa and back and back and back and back and back and forth.
I didn't do the Iowa stuff. I never did the Iowa
whatever
stuff.
You did.
I went to
regardless
the top of Wisconsin a bunch, but
yeah.
No, it's I think I did more driving when I got out of livestock. than I did when I was livestock.
I was just trolling the livestock and the steel haulers.
I know,
Only because our
gonna
friend
have,
and you, yeah. But no.
That's why.
You know my favorite thing about today right now in this podcast episode is that I started this segment off with saying how much I hate truck driving and truck drivers, and now we spent 15 minutes talking about truck driving and truck drivers.
Because you love it.
I
you
hate
secretly love it.
I don't.
No, yeah, you do. You secretly love truck
The
driving.
only thing I enjoy about truck driving is that I have the freedom and like whatever. That's about it.
That's what all truck drivers love about it.
Okay. But like I don't need to hear.
You're saying you hate something that
like,
everyone loves.
Okay,
in the
like when I'm on the
community.
phone with you and when you were truck driving, there was nothing worse than when I had to hear you tell me about what you were seeing. Like, dude, I've driven the same road.
But yet you stayed on the phone and listened.
Because you're my friend. Anybody else I would have, dude, you're pissing me off right now, honestly. Because you're kind of right, but it pisses me off because like it's so annoying to listen. Like you'll be like, oh, the diesel price is over here or this, and it's like, dude, you're 200 miles away from me. I don't care.
I was being relevant.
Or you'd be like,
to the
oh, there's
conversation.
a red car right on the side of the road. Okay.
I was talking about the things you did the same shit
What?
too.
Tell me.
Huh?
Tell me. I don't ever talk about my what happens on my travels. Unless something crazy happens, of course.
That's the same thing.
Like it's the same thing as like, oh, a red car just passed me.
Yeah.
No.
I would say I mean, most of the time,
Or
it's
him
crazy.
and a buddy used to drive together because they used to do the same job and they had the same route, and they would like literally be right in front of or behind one another, and then like the whole phone conversation would be like, "Hey, Derek, you see right up here on the right, there's a car stalled in the lane."
Because
And
we're
it's-
being safe. We're looking out for the Motor Republic, which is the job of a truck driver.
Listen,
your
but
whole
you
point
can- but
of
you're
your
on the sa-
job is to keep the Motor
But
Republic
you're on the
around
same
you
road.
safe.
But you're on the same road. You can't see that car.
I will see it once I get up there, but a
Okay,
heads
but why
up.
does he need to tell you?
Well, because a heads up in traffic, if there's lots of cars, will give me a chance to get over so I don't hit the person on the side of the road.
Okay, you're right. Are we done talking about truck driving? Okay, that was a bad example. You're right. I apologize. That was hard for me to say, by the way. So let's just move on from truck driving. I hate truck driving. I enjoy my job.
We tried being the safest out there.
You are the safest anywhere you go, dude. Your pre-trips are phenomenal.
I know they are.
Sometimes they're not that great, though. You've missed a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did miss a few things, but
I failed my first CDL test because of my pre-trip. Oh. I do my pre-trips now, though.
I know you do.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
catching stuff.
last pre-trip you did.
And I'm not just saying that in case anybody from the upper office is watching. I do my pre-trips.
The last pre-trip you did, you opened your hood up, and that just like ruined your whole day.
Dude, that was a... Oh, yeah, so I forgot about that. I got sideswiped by a... What was it? Dump truck this week. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, yeah, I got sideswiped this week by a dump truck.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I can't post a picture up. I forget. See, that's why... Because I don't talk about it. Hold on a second. I'll show you the picture, but I can't post it on here because I don't want, like, the logo. Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
So we're on a backcountry road, and it's narrow, and
Most of them around here
just
are.
north of this town right over here that starts with a W. And I see this dump truck coming, and he's over the line, and I've got probably a good 5 or 6 seconds before he's at me, so I have enough time to think. I'm like, okay, I can either suck this into the ditch and tip my truck, or let him take the mirror. So I let him take the mirror. And because I figured, okay, if I have to call somebody, one of my superiors at work, and say, like, I think they would rather me say, hey, I lost a mirror, rather than, hey, I dumped a truck in the ditch. So I let him take the mirror right off. So I called, and I turned around and got the mirror, and the dump truck didn't stop. I have no idea who it was or what company. Old crappy dump truck. But yeah, dude, took my mirror right off.
That's wild. Can I touch back on one thing right now?
Is it truck driving?
Hold on.
Do it quick.
I am. Do you remember how this conversation started? I'm talking to these guys right now. Do you remember how this conversation started? How he hated people coming up to the fuel island and then talking trucker stories?
Yeah. They can't. You can't. They're not answering. You can't. You have to pause.
I know, but I'm just taking it in right now because
That wasn't a trucker story.
that was a trucker story.
No,
something that happened to you
Okay, I got
This
hit
is
by,
what they
that's
do at the
way-
fuel island.
Oh, trucker stories to me are the Uncle Rob. I drove 1,800 miles in a night. I've been everywhere, seen it all, done it all. I've been on every road in America. I've driven 10 million miles. That's the kind of crap I don't care. Like,
Think about me sitting at the fuel island,
All right.
and you come up to me and said, "Ah,
nobody's
damn."
coming up to you at a fuel island, dude. No, anybody will look at you. They're like, yeah, no
Somebody,
way.
you come up to me because you just have to tell somebody. Because I mean, when you're in the truck all week by yourself, you've already told all your buddies on the phone. You got to tell somebody else.
I don't.
You just did.
You're my best friend, of course. I told you, and I didn't even tell you when it happened. I'm telling you 4 days later. That's not a trucker story. That's just something I remembered.
You want me to tell you something what happened to me this week?
Does it have to do with trucking? Please, for the love of God, stop talking about work or trucks.
Well, I mean, it has something to do with the truck.
Get it out of the way.
Okay, so you know that big dump truck I get to drive?
Great.
I backed it down the slope
Yeah.
because I'm trying to cover out a slope, and I backed it down, and it started raining.
Yeah.
I sank that thing to its axles.
Nice.
My boss had to come with a dozer and pull me back up the hill.
Nice.
But that's the only trucker story I've got for you.
I don't consider that a trucker story. That's just something that happened to you at work. I think I had a golf outing this weekend. I don't want to talk about trucks anymore or work. I spend all week at work. I definitely don't want to spend this time we have together talking about work or trucks. Even though the golf outing was a golf outing.
Let's hear about it. Did you get into golf?
I hit the ball one time. Well, I swung at it 4 times, then I hit it once.
That's okay. I mean, you're just learning. That's good.
I've learned. I'm good.
You don't want to do it no more? Let's go golfing.
I will
sometime.
go golfing with you and Baker. And I'll try it. I don't know. First of all, there were a lot of people there, and we had a good time. I'm not, they put out a really nice spread. We had lunch and dinner there. They had really good prize giveaways and things like that. So thank you to my company if anybody's watching this from work. You guys, it was a great time. Seriously, thank you. It was a really good time and things like that. I'm not into golf at all, but I went because to camaraderie. And the goal of this is to mingle with, because we do drive a truck, and I didn't know hardly anybody there, and I've worked there for 9 months. So it was okay. Golfing is not for me though, I don't think.
I bet it is.
I'm just hot. It's hot, and I'm not good at it.
Well, you don't have to go on you could be a fair weather golfer. How about that?
I need to be a fair weather golfer.
You could be a fair weather golfer.
Yeah. I enjoy driving around the golf cart and stuff.
I'm sure you do.
Those aren't very sturdy.
No.
No. I'm a big man. I'm not a golf
Did you
cart
get
type
your
of fella.
own golf cart?
No, I was with another guy.
How was that?
He was very
tight.
small, luckily. He was small, luckily.
That was tight fit.
No, it wasn't really. It really wasn't. But it started making noises and stuff.
Like on your side of the golf
No,
cart?
actually on his, which was
Oh.
funny because he's like, I'm surprised it's not on yours. He's like, I'm surprised it's not on your side. And I'm like, yeah, me too. But no, it started
calling him
yeah,
a fat
yeah,
ass.
yeah,
What are
yeah.
you doing over there, that
Yeah.
thing?
No, we were trolling the whole time, dude. Then we had somebody pulling the marshmallow prank, which I didn't know was a thing, and it worked on my partner. We were driving up, and he's like, "There's my ball," and it was right on the
It was
green.
just a marshmallow.
It was like right on the green, where by the putt hole,
Yeah. That's
by the golf hole. What's it called?
the tee.
The tee,
Or the pin.
the pin. Okay, it was right by the pin, and he's like, "Dude, that's my ball." So we drove up there, and he's all giddy and stuff, and it's a marshmallow. Dude, he was so mad. It was hilarious, dude. No, it was a good. We did have a good time. I don't know. Maybe I just need to golf a little. Try a little golfing a little more.
You need to go golfing with me.
Okay, we'll go golfing.
You and I will go golfing.
We'll go golfing.
That way, we can let people go around us if we need to. That way, you can take as many strokes at a ball as you need.
I do. Yeah, I need a lot.
But I think I could.
I don't want to do an 18 hole. Can we do 9?
Yeah.
Can we do 4?
Yeah. No.
Let's do 1.
No.
Okay.
You're doing 9 at least with me.
No, not at least. We're doing 9. Let's just do 9.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we go there, we'd have to pay for 9 holes.
Yeah.
We're going to do at least 9 holes. Mm-hmm. And if you want to go farther than 9,
I don't. I don't. I already know I don't.
You might.
I don't.
I think I think if you know what you're doing, because you're just almost the same kind of person like me. You want to know how to do something and you want to be good at it
right away.
right away.
I
And
don't want
that's
to
the one
practice.
thing that irritates me with golf.
That's the worst part. Like, it sounds stupid, but that's the worst part about this podcast. Like, I'm struggling when I don't know how to do something because, like, I know I have to learn it, but I want to know it now.
Right.
Like, I spent all morning learning. Hopefully, this audio sounds a little better for you guys. I had a friend come over yesterday.
Thanks, by the way.
Thank you, by the way.
If you watch this.
Unless the audio still sucks, then not thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's going to be great. He changed a few things for me and taught me a few things, and I'm very thankful for that. So, no, he said he's going to give it a listen, and you might have to come back over and tweak a couple things, but he didn't know about this software either. So I spent all morning this morning researching and trying to figure out how to hook it. It all comes down to I don't have a cable I need, so I ordered that. That'll be here tomorrow. But yeah, I need a special cable to be able to use the actual camera we use instead of the laptop to record, to hopefully give you some better video quality and sound quality and things like that. So give me a couple more weeks, and I hope we have a really good sound quality podcast and a really good audio or video.
And this is mostly for the people that watch this that wear headphones.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know about this issue until someone...
Hopefully it's not still an issue. I don't know.
Yeah, well, hopefully, like, if you're listening to this right now and I'm only projecting in your right ear, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the same time, if we can't fix that issue, at least this is like your little angel and your devil.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the angel in this aspect.
Come on, dude.
I have better ideas.
What does that even mean? Better ideas?
Yeah, like, I have the better of the two. Like, you're going to tell people to do something that's going to get them in trouble.
No.
I'm going to tell them something to keep them out of trouble.
I did tell that guy that he was good if he went to a weigh station.
Right.
I'll give you that. Okay. I want to say I'm a devil, though. I'm like the less helpful angel.
It's the devil. Because the devil was an angel at one point.
I don't like this podcast.
I love this podcast.
I don't like this episode.
I think this episode is going
You're
to be
making too much sense for me, and you don't normally, so I'm not prepared for it.
I know.
I need you to start
prepared.
making less sense like usual. I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
I'm here for it, man.
Because now you're challenging me, and you're making me think, and I don't like it. Usually, I don't have to think much when
I
I'm
know your
when I'm
head's
talking to you. I don't have to think too much usually, which sounds bad, and I feel bad for.
for him talking to me is like watching TV. You just don't have to use any brain movement.
No, that's not true. We have good conversations. I don't like this one though, because you're right a little too much, and I don't like that. What did we even talk about this? I already forgot what
We were talking about your golf outing
Oh yeah, it was fun.
and the marshmallow. And
I got
then-
you something, but it's in my truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it a hat?
it's a golf ball with my company logo on it.
Hey, I'll take it.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I won't use it
No, that's fine.
because I've got other golf balls with logos on them.
Yeah.
Like I've got one with the Cleveland Browns helmet on it, which is cool. That my cat took, and I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah, I'll give that to you before we leave for our thing.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Where are we going?
I'm not telling you.
Why, dude? Why would you
It's
tell
a
me
secret.
something
It's a
like
secret.
that? It's been bugging me for 5 days now.
I understand.
I don't even know what we're doing.
I understand, and I'm sorry about that. But there's nothing I can't tell you. I can't give you any information. You'll find out in about an hour and a half when we get there.
Does it take that long to
I'll
get there?
I'll give you a good hint.
Let's hear it. Let's try this. If I guess it, will you tell me?
If you guess where we're actually going, no. You are very familiar with the town it's in, and that's a good hint. If you know, you know. You're very familiar with the town it's in.
Is it the town I grew up in?
What town did you grow up in?
Not the one I moved to when I met you.
The one you moved to when you met me?
No,
No, it's not that town.
it's not the town I grew up in.
No,
The one where I caused all the havoc at.
no,
Okay. Is it the one we both grew up in?
no.
And I'm familiar with this town.
Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. What a whirlwind of an episode this was.
Which is a good episode.
I think it was a good episode. I think we'll get some good clips from this.
We got a lot of trucker stories.
Trucking sucks. Truck drivers are annoying,
No, we're not.
especially livestock and steel haulers.
Stop.
PlayStation's better than Xbox.
No, it's not.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
We do.
I know I sound unpleasant. I'm not unpleasant.
Also,
Yeah.
he's going to put it down here and
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
The website and the email, whatever, wherever he puts
We
it.
have a website. Here's the deal. We put a lot of work into this website. My buddy Trey mainly. He did a good job. Go check it out. Here's my website. Here's our website. Please go check it out. Go follow our socials. And up top is our email address. You're more than welcome to email us. If you have a funny story, if you have a concern, no trucker stories, please. I will not
Send us-
open them. You don't
Stop.
control that, so
I
I will
know.
not open them.
But if they send you something,
No.
let's interact with it.
No trucker stories. Do not send me a trucker story. I don't care.
That's tough.
It's not tough.
It is tough,
It's
though.
personal preference.
What if they want to share something and it happens to be a funny story?
I'll read it, but if it's
About-
stupid, I'm deleting it.
You got to tell me about it.
I will tell you. I'll screenshot it and send it to you, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Probably touch yourself to it, you weirdo. You like
I'm not.
trucker. You're the weird trucker story type of guy. So yeah, send me an email.
It's people's experiences, and I think you should get on board with that. And listen to what someone has to say about their experience. I mean, you could learn from someone else's experience.
I don't need to learn. What do I need to learn? Hey guys, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.